Well, good morning, everybody. So what we're going to do today is a really simple circuit workout that uses a good sturdy dining room chair to just really sort of increase the sort of level of challenge for some of the exercises that we do normally. But also it's a very good workout. It's not particularly heavy, it's not particularly intense, but what it is a very good workout for building core strength and connecting the core to the hips, so you're developing balance and things like that. If you run, a lot of these exercises are really good for runners to develop that good posture, but even if you don't run, these are great exercises for just helping you with your posture, building your core strength, building your hip strength, and actually working on leg strength as well. Okay, so there's going to be 12 exercises, need more fingers, and we're going to do 45 seconds of each exercise. It's just a nice straight circuit with 45 seconds rest at the end. They're all pretty simple exercises. I'll demo them first of all, and then we'll go through it and then we'll get cracking. So the first exercise, you get your chair, set it up, make sure the ground's pretty sturdy, that you got your chair on. Come up relatively close to the chair, plant your foot in the center of the seat of the chair, and just stand up. And then return yourself to the floor, take your foot off, work in the same leg, come up, down, back, up, down, back. Now the key on this is to push through the heel and not roll forward onto the knee, so you don't want anything going into the knee. It's about engaging here and engaging here through the hips. So what we're going to do, we're going to do 45 seconds on one leg, 45 seconds on the other leg. So those are the first two sets of the circuit. Then we're going to move onto an upper body exercise. So again, using your chair, make sure it's not likely to slide away. And we're going to elevate the push-up in this position here. Take the chest down, take the chest up. So this allows you to do either a full-length push-up, or if you still find knee push-ups pretty tricky, you can at least then get your chest all the way down, get a really nice range of movement through your push-up and keep the elbows in nice and tight. So we're going to do 45 seconds of that one. Then, after that, this is where it gets a little bit tougher. We're going to sit down on the chair. That's a bit tougher. From here, we're going to stick up one leg, and we're just going to stand up on the other. So we're going to go up, sit yourself down, up, find your balance. So again, balance is a big part of this. Like that. Okay, we're going to do 45 seconds on each leg of that. So sit yourself down again, pull the core in, nice and tight, and up you go. Bring yourself down. Up you go. Bring yourself down. Okay, so lots of control. Don't get to a point where you're just sort of falling into the chair. You want to control it coming up, and you want to control it coming back down again. Okay, then once you've done that, we're going to get our feet on the chair and our hands on the floor this time. We're going to do a mountain climber, but with elevated feet. So it's not a fast one. It's slow, it's controlled, nice and easy. 45 seconds. Okay, then what we're going to do, once we've done the elevated mountain climber, again, another really strong exercise for the glutes, for the legs, and that connection between the hips and the core. Bring the foot behind, make sure you're on the chair, find a good position, and we're just going to do what they call Bulgarian split squat. And just come up, position here, take it down, come up, take it down. We're going to do 45 seconds on one leg and follow it with 45 seconds on the other. Then what we're going to do, back down on the floor with elevated feet again, high plank position, and then from here, all we're going to do is keep the toes pointing down, but just raising, elevating the leg, keeping the hips in line with the shoulders as best you can, really engaging your core. Okay, nice and simple, nice and easy. Next exercise, flipping it around onto your back this time, working the glutes, working the hips. In this position here, it's a hip raise, a nice simple movement, but we're going to isolate one leg at a time. So we're going to go up, bring it down. We're going to drive the heel into the chair and bring it down, do 45 seconds on one leg, 45 seconds on the other. Really drive that heel into the ground, really feel these working as you go in. And then finally, the third, or the final exercise of the circuit is toe tap. So come stand by your chair, bring one foot up, and all we're going to do is switch our foot position from here to here, to here, to here, to here. So you really have to switch on the core. You really have to bring the knees in quite high when you're doing that as well. Okay, and that's the circuit. So it's pretty simple stuff. Follow along with me, and we'll get cracking. So I'm going to put my timer up. Here you go. And everybody ready? Thumbs up if you're ready to go. Cool. So come stand by your sturdy chair, and we're going to start with the step-ups. So when you're ready, off you go. So this isn't as all these Wednesday workouts are, they're not eyeballs out, lungs coming out of your nose kind of workouts. Whoops. Focus on your balance. These are all about control. These are all about strength. Connecting the body. Really learning to move well. So when you take it to that faster work on a Friday and a Sunday, everything moves better. Everything's better connected. You're doing this one, squeeze here, push through the heel, not the forefoot. You don't want to feel anything on the knee. Okay, get ready to change legs. Change legs, same movement on the other side. Drive the knee up. You may find that your balance is better on one side than the other. I know mine is, my left. It's pretty shocking in comparison to my right. We all carry imbalances and idiosyncrasies around with us. We pull that core inside to drive it up. Drive it up. Drive it up. Keep it going. Next move is the push-up. Down onto the chair like this and just push up. Try and go as far as you can with a full range. If you do need to go onto your knees, that's absolutely fine as well. So it's about the strength, it's about the fluidity of movement, it's about nice, controlled movement for 45 seconds. Get the chest to the corner of the chair, bring it back up again. That's it, really squeeze your glutes. Keep it going, keep it going. 45 seconds of push-ups, pretty tough. So just try and keep the quality of each and every rep really good all the way through. Switch it around now into a single leg half squats. So start sitting on the chair here, and we're going to go up. Find your balance. Balance is a key part of this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Kicking in a little. Tap your toe down if you need to balance. Don't struggle too much with your balance. If you do need to tap that down, that's absolutely fine. Push your chest through. Engage the glutes at the top. Be nice and tall. Change sides. Same on the other side. Oh, my balance is all over the shop there. Take it down. Up. Take it down. Up, nice and smooth. Try and control that downward phase as best you can. This is the start of learning to do single leg squats, which is a really, really good exercise for building strength through the core and through the legs. Keep that going, nearly done. The next exercise then is the elevated mountain climber. Get down on the floor, feet on the chair, bring the knee up. So again, this isn't fast, it's controlled. Try and keep the hips in line with the shoulders. The tricky bit about this is actually holding your body position. If you do find it's tough, then take your feet down to the floor so you can maintain that position. Next move, the Bulgarian split squat. Take your foot back and down. Nice and smooth. Just sort of hinge back onto the hip. You can see I'm going back a little bit there. Also gives you a lovely stretch through your hip flexor. Keep it going. It's really important just to check in with yourself in these moves. It's great going hardcore, it's really good to push it. But just these sort of moves just allow you to check on how everything feels, on how well you're moving. Change sides, same thing on the other side. Again, whoops, just rock it back. Find your balance. Rock it back. Rock it back. Rock it back. Down. 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 Push through the heel. Make sure it's the heel, not the forefoot. You don't want to feel anything through your knee. You want to feel this working. Okay, the next exercise we go into is the elevated plank with the feet raised. Down you come. Into this push-up position again. This time, taking the hips, or the leg rather, back. Really think about your glutes on this one. Squeeze, engage. That's it. Try not to turn the foot out, to keep the toes pointing down, which might mean you have to actually feel like you're turning the toes in as you draw the leg back. Onto the floor, into the hip raise now. This position here, one leg in the air, drive the hip up, down, drive it up, down, engage the glutes, push it down, engage the glutes, push it down, keep going. So this is one that will really, again, working on these really important muscles and often very neglected muscles, the glutes. This can help you strengthening your back. If your glutes work well, you're less likely to get back problems because the glutes help you maintain really good posture and help you move well. Okay, change it over, maybe adjust the chair, stick the other leg in the air and drive it up. That's good, keep it going. Drive the heel again into the ground. You want to feel this working, not so much the hamstrings or the lower back, it's just the glutes you're aiming to activate here. Going from the floor to a position where you really feel this squeeze. Got a nice straight line from your knee to your hip to your shoulder. How are we doing for time? Pretty good. Nearly there. Onto your feet. Finally, with our little toe switch into here, we're just going to go tap the foot on the chair. So this one, a bit more intense, really good. Switching on the core, waking up your hip flexors. Again, you have to maintain quite a lot of discipline with how high you do your knees when we're doing high knees in boot camp. I know I do, sometimes my knees start to drop. This, you have to get the knee high. Tap the foot down. And rest. 45 seconds rest. And then we're going to go again. So, it's nice simple work. A little bit of a kick up at the end just to get the pulse racing. Bring it up a little higher than usual. But you know, nice, strong work. Just keep focusing. It's about the quality of your movement. Moving well, moving strongly, minimizing any wobbles, any sort of weak spots or links in the chain of muscles, any sort of leaks rather than the chain of muscles that you use when you're moving, when you're walking, when you're running, all that sort of stuff. Really, really important stuff. So we're back to the beginning again, starting with the step ups. In 2, 1, foot in the center of the chair, drive it up. You can get a balance at the top, brilliant. But if you're concerned about your balance, certainly don't want anyone to fall off their chair, just tap that foot down, make sure that you're safe. That's the most important thing of everything that we're doing. Make sure everything you're doing is safe, controlled. Down, keep that going. So again, what you might notice, the more we do of these, as fatigue starts to become a little bit of an issue. Okay, we're going to change legs. Same thing on the other side. Swap it over. Let those little wobbles start to sneak in. But just keep focusing. Focus on the muscles that you need to minimize that wobble. It's usually the glutes. It's usually the core. Join them together and minimize that knee wobble as you drive through the heel and stand up nice and tall. Really finish with nice posture on this as well. Drive it up. Next move is push-ups. Okay, onto the chair. Pushing up now, nice and smooth. Take your time with it. Try and work with a full range of movement. Taking it all the way down, all the way up. This really helps you work on the quality of your push-up. Because that allows you to get down further, allows you to keep the elbows in, gives you a more neutral hand position. So it's kind of on the wrists at the same time. Allows you to really focus on your body position, so you're nice and straight as you're moving. Okay, the next exercise coming up now is the single leg squat. And change it over, sit on your chair, stick a leg out, and up you come. And balance your hands. For me, for some reason, if I get my hands right, this exercise is a lot easier. So I'm counterbalancing with my upper body. Keep focused. Keep moving. Think about your posture. Change legs. I'm moving on to my weaker leg now. So there you go. Get my hands right. Control the sitting phase. I'm just starting to drop a little bit there, so I just need to concentrate as I'm sitting down. So I'm gently sitting myself down onto the chair, not falling back down onto the chair. That's it. Next move will be the mountain climber in 5 seconds. Okay, onto the floor. Again, take your time, get the squeeze on. That's good. So this hits the core in a slightly different way just because of the different angle. You'll find it working more in the ribs than actually the midsection. So what you've got to really focus on is actually what's happening with the standing leg or the supporting leg, not the leg that's moving. You've got to engage your hip flexors. You've got to push down with your toes as you move the other leg away so you don't lose your body position. Just 10 seconds left on this. And then we're moving to the Bulgarian split squat. Okay, one leg on the chair, One leg in front. I am dripping with sweat. It's going to be a very hot day today. Got the sun and the lights. That's it. Keep it going. Keep focused. Connect here and here. Push through the heel, not the toe. You don't want to feel anything through your knees. Again, this will make you stronger when you're running, when you're lunging, when you're squatting, when you're walking up the stairs. Simple stuff that really keeps you strong in sport and everyday life. Push down, change over. Same thing. Whoops. Other side. Balance. Squeeze here. This is the key. Squeeze here. Keep it going. Push through the heel. Keep it going. Push through the heel. Good work. Keep your concentration. Keep your focus on your body position. And your balance. Feel that really lengthen and then squeeze it. As you sit down into that lunge position, squeeze through the heel. Up you come. Right, after that, elevated plank, leg raise this time. Exactly the same focus as the mountain climber, but just push down with the toe and turn the moving toe inwards so it doesn't turn outwards as you raise the leg. Okay, keep it going. We've got 15 on this. Again, really focus on your line. Try not to hike the hips up as you bring the leg up. Keep the hips in line and squeeze the glutes. That's the really important thing here. Again, it's about glute activation. Down on the floor, into the hip raise this time. So you've got 90 degrees on the knee, 90 degrees on the hip. Drive the heel down. Drive the heel down. Drive it down. Keep working. So the force should be going down into the chair. You're not pushing the chair away from you. That's something you want to try and avoid. You might have to adjust a little bit, but try and keep it focused through the glutes rather than the hammies. If you do need a bit of assistance, push down with the palms. That's fine. Change it over. Same on the other side. Push down through the heel. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Squeeze the glutes. Keep it strong here. Keep your focus. So none of this is fast. It's all very controlled. Just take your time of adjustment. If you need to, feel this working. We spend so much time sitting on our butts. We don't really use them, apart from sitting on them. So it's time to really wake them up. That's it, good job. And then onto the front of the chair, and those toe taps. So from here, keep your focus, keep yourself tall. Don't lose your body position. Try and switch from foot to foot, best you can. Take a rest. Good job, we've got 45 seconds rest. And then we're going to go again for the very, very final one. So again, keep that focus of steady, controlled movement. That little kick up at the end gets your heart rate up. But really just focus on moving well, maintaining good posture. Got a couple of workouts on the weekend that are really going to get your heart and lungs racing. For this one, be stronger. Really think about how well you move. That's the really important thing. Okay, so we've got 5 seconds. Back to those step ups now. Stand up nice and tall. Plant the foot, drive through the heel, up you go. Return it, same leg, up you go. So doing it one set on one leg really gives you a chance to focus. You can do it as swapping legs, which is also good. That allows you to develop that control, switching from one side to the other. But when you're focusing on one leg at a time, you can really spot those little weak spots as you move, and you can really address it because you're coming back to that same movement pattern time and time again. Nice and tall, good stuff. Coming up to swapping legs, change legs, same on the other side. Leg up, off you go. And return it to the floor. Lots of nice control. Squeeze, up you go. And return. So really think about that return to the floor is really important. Much as you do with the squat, the single leg squat, the return needs to be controlled. Engage the core. Try and be as upright as you can. Try not to lean forward too much. I was doing it a bit on those last 2 reps. So try and be as upright as you can. And that means squeezing your core tight. Time for one more. Okay, whoops, there it goes. Moving into push-ups. Lovely straight line. Take the chest to the corner. Push it up. So this is almost, it's quite meditative. It's quite controlled. It's the exact opposite of the other workouts that we do. But this kind of work just really benefits the more intense, the harder, faster work. Because it keeps you mobile, keeps you strong through a good range of movement. Okay, after this, we're switching to the single leg squat. Okay, change it over, sit in your chair, and up we go. If you do need to tap your toe down, just as I did then, steady yourself. That's absolutely fine. Tap your toe down. On this third one, things will start kicking in a little bit. I know this is a gentle workout, but you'll still feel things working. Especially through the glutes and the hips. And stand up tall, change legs, and off you go. Balance. That's it, counterbalance with your upper body. And again, just take your time. Stand up tall at the top. Tall at the top. Tall at the top. Find your balance. Take it back down. Take it back down. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is the elevated mountain climber. Back down onto the floor. And again, hold that body position. Bring the leg forward, return. Bring the leg forward, return. Bring the leg forward, return. Keep it going. Get that squeeze on. Okay, next one we're going to go in is the Bulgarian split squat. So change your body position, leg on the chair. Oops, that's my foot. And push through the heel. Nice and smooth. You're going to take the glute, so a nice full range. You're going to feel this stretching. It's a lovely quad and hip flexor stretch, this movement, as well as being a good strength movement for the glutes here. Be as balanced as you can. Keep the core upright. Connect the core and the hips. Change it over. Same thing. Other side. Off you go. Find your balance. Find your control. Take your time. Oh, I just need to adjust my foot. That's better. Try and be as balanced as you can. Okay, the next one is a plank with the leg raise. Okay, onto your hands. Onto the chair. Up you go. Nice and smooth. That's it, turn the toes in. Next thing we're going to do is the hip raises in about 10 seconds. So none of this is about speed, it's all about precision. Change it over. 90 on the knees, 90 on the hips. Push up and drive and return carefully and slowly. Drive and return. Drive and return. Keep it going. Whew. That's it. The return is just as important as the drive phase. You'll be absolutely in control of what's going on here. So when you take it to those toe taps at the end, you've done so much work on your posture and your glutes, but can you hold yourself up nice and tall? Change legs. Same on the other side. Coming to the end now. So each rep counts. Get that squeeze on. You can feel this working, you can feel this working. Control, return. Control, return. Keep it going. Down. Nearly there. Squeeze it. Up you get. Toe taps for the finish, and then we're done. Nice and high. Off you go. Keep it going, try and switch. It's my rhythm there. Lack of basic coordination. Keep it going, we're nearly there. And rest. And we're done. Really good work, everybody. Really great work. So, handy thing, we've got a chair to sit on. Have a rest. Have a drink of water. Have a stretch. Well done, everybody. I'll see you on the weekend. Take care.